was Player Spotlight, Draft Scouts, live on location at the Senior Bowl with Hayes Pullard, USC Trojans, 4-year starter. First question I wanted to ask you, how are you so prepared coming out of high school?
I had a great mentor, Robert Garrett. He was my high school coach. He basically, was hard on us, in a positive way, on and off the field. And, just made us, prepared for the college level, even for the NFL level, even though we weren't there.
Did you upset the apple cart at all at USC? Like some seniors that didn't get their turn and you kind of cut in line? Or is that just they respect the game?
They definitely respect the game. We respect the process, the whole process. You show the hard work, you get what you put in, at the end of the day.
You were a 2-time team captain. That means something to talent evaluators. What's it like when your teammates vote you that?
It's very, very honoring. I accept every moment. I show great leadership, showed by actions and not by words. Just continue to, grab young guys that's under me, building them into, young leaders as well.
There was a couple plays today that I know they don't want full contact, but you just blew the play up and you had to pull up on the tackle. I saw you couldn't get them on the drills. What's that like? Reminding yourself that you can't go full bore.
It's just respecting of the game. The actual football game. Each person out here has a dream. Right now we're half pads. And I just want to go to the limit that everybody's still protected, where I'm still playing a physical game. I can still be physical in the box. Respectable, and if it's somebody that can't see me, or I might hurt them in a bad way, I don't want to do that. I want to stay respectful to the game.
You remind me of Levante David out there, but you tell my listeners, who do you envision, or do you try and emulate anybody?
Not really. I want to emulate Hayes Pullard. And hopefully you guys want to say that. But the most person I like to look at is Ray Lewis. How he holds himself on and off the field, the way he has the passion for the game, the way he works hard by his effort. Around the ball all the time. Levante Davis is a great athlete as well. I've watched him over years. How he's probably 215, 6'1", but he's around the ball 24/7. He plays like he's 230, 6'2". And, that's a great contribution to that team. I would love to play next to him, as well as some other players as well.
Well, the NFL's looking for leaders, and what speaks out to you is that new coaching staff. Sark comes over. Well, you're still the leader of the defense. That says a lot. Has any coach talked to you about that, or the coaching changeover?
Sometimes they do. Sometimes they ask me about the team. But like I said, I'm the leader. I have to go in there, talk to the team. Keep them motivated. In tough times like that, where we lost Coach Orgeron and had to accept Sark as a new head coach. And keeping the brotherhood, the same. Continue to have that same goal that we had with Coach O. Even though he's not there, we can't just sit there and mope and cry. We have to battle through adversity like true men and continue to move forward.
Did you see Coach O on the sideline and get to talk to him at all?
Today?
Yeah, he was on the sideline at last.
I didn't see him. I'm about to text him right now. I'm sad about that now. I want to see him so bad. I miss him so much.
I'm sure he had his eyes on you. There's no doubt about that. But could you tell us real quick just where you're working out, who you're working out with, and what kind of competition is it leading up to an event like this? How do you get ready for the Senior Bowl?
I'm training at Bommarito, Miami, Florida, North Miami, and it's guys there that's, DB-wise, receiver-wise. I tend to, shy away from, the running back standpoint. I want to guard people like receivers, quick guys, that I can, get beat and then ask them, what did I do wrong? What type of leverage did I take? Where do you think my hand placement should have been? So I can be ready for games like this. And, it's a bunch of talented seniors at this game from all across this world. I'm going to have a great week practicing against the best. And then I got to show another, game versus the South as well, that has terrific players as well.
Well, could you just tell me who your toughest competition? I know it's a team game, so what was the toughest offense you ran across in your career?
It has to be Oregon. It has to be. They give you so much as far as shifts, motions, messing up your eyes with the fast guys, and if you don't train your eyes, you can tend to look left and they're running right, or just not focus on your fundamentals and techniques.
Take us to game day. What's Hayes Pullard's routine? What do you do to get yourself jacked up, or not jacked up, just ready to go hit somebody?
I would say once I get out of my room, out of my hotel, I would listen to slow jams. We do our walkthrough or whatever. I'm still listening to slow jams all the way to the stadium. Then we have the Trojan walk. That's when I, speed the process up, get a little liver music, just to some Till I Collapse by Eminem, those type of songs, and walk down the tunnel, take my headphones off, get on the Pac-12 logo. I pray, to, God, asking for a safe game for both teams, and myself. And then I go in the locker room. I probably, close my eyes for about 20 minutes or so, put my gear on, and then everybody leaves, and it's me, the D-line, all the big men. So it's the big man linebackers, and I give the big man speech. Then we go out there and, we're ready for war.
What do you do after football's said and done? You got 2 Super Bowl rings on your fingers, multiple Pro Bowls. What's your plans after the field, outside the hashes? What's something you'd like to accomplish in life?
Now that I have my degree in real estate, I want to do commercial real estate, starting in LA, and start opening organizations and giving back to the community as well. I want to be able to get some of the inner city guys that's made it to the NFL, like Marcus Martin, DeAnthony Thomas, Brandon Meebang, those guys, and take them to places that I visited, to Haiti, in my career, and go be able to give back to those places like that.
What was that mission like? Was it a week long, 2 weeks? How long?
It was about 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
4 or 5 days. It was an awesome, humbling experience. We went with a bunch of our teammates, seeing, the housing situations that they were going through. Earthquake happened, and we just was building a house, with the family. You seen, a family of 12 that's about to live in this house coming to you, grabbing your shirt like, hey, I want to help, and you just lift them up, and it was just an awesome, adventure to, just be able to see that, even though the kids beat us in soccer and stuff like that, but it was just awesome. I wish I could go back tomorrow, but I got things to handle right now, and I know I definitely will be back and do that, whole thing once again.
Well, there's soccer hustlers over there. They're good, man.
But we were winning about 3-0, and then we got complacent, and they beat us about 13-3.
They got that comeback on you.
Oh yeah, they were ready for that. It was like we go play with them like we the little brothers, but they were all like 6-7 years old. And They just took care of us.
And they can run. They can run.
Yes.
Well, I'll get you out of those days. What would you like to say? Just I left the Senior Bowl and did what?
That's a good question. I left the Senior Bowl and I was a terrific linebacker. I was, respectful on and off the field. I was very physical. I can play in space. Hopefully, that I've moved up in the draft as well.
No, I know you have. I really appreciate this. Thank you.
Thank you.